Yo, hello, we're back again, and as I said earlier, I wanted to do a little video on Slowbro, because I did I did mention in this Prothera video that I do believe Slowbro to be a more consistent option to handle this raid. We just go like Stored Power, Nasty Plot, Iron Defense, Side Terrain as an OHKO setup. But we did talk about another setup in the video as well. And also here's the Cinderace. As you can expect, it is 6 IV Adamant, and it has a hidden ability Libero. So even though you don't see a Libero proc, it's just because that's how Libero works with Terrestrialization. So it does in fact have Libero, and you get High Jump Kick, Pyro Ball, Acrobatics, and Iron Head. And to continue what we talked about last video, with Esperanza, I ultimately decided I think this build's a bit better, where you can just play a more defensive game with Feather Dance, Reflect, and you just stall it out through that. You don't necessarily need to have all of these moves, but it does make it a lot easier, because you saw in the last video, the whole goal of what we were doing was just spamming Lumina Crash. So this is a build that makes that goal a bit more achievable in a bit more of a consistent way, right? And then for Slowbro, this build still works. It's this full defense build, and you just kind of chill, and you will beat Cinderace like this, but it does incentivize having Terrestrial Psychic, and that was something that we couldn't do. So we're actually just going to use an OHKO setup with Psychic, Nasty Plot, Iron Defense, Side Terrain, because you saw when we brought up our Slowbro ourselves that we were Tera flying. But if you're going for an OHKO setup of Stored Power, but yeah, if you're going for an OHKO setup, then the terrestrial typing you have doesn't matter. So that's ultimately a big part of why and also it's just more fun to go for an OHKO setup too. So ultimately we're going to play like that, and we're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna see how it goes. Yeah, you change our Pokemon, and we just challenge it alone. Yeah, I was talking about it in the last video where we were using a Spothra. I just think Slowbro is a much better call. You just have Water Psychic, you can do the raid faster, you could also have a better time going slower too because you're just so bulky. So I think it's in general the best move. Also, notably, I was talking about this in the comment section of having Quillfish. You can have Quillfish spam Acupressure into any of these Stored Power Psychic mods, and that's a very, very good partner you have for these raids. So I do think that's notable as well. We are with an Arboliva. Arboliva is actually very bad to have as a teammate. It's the one Pokemon that is slightly annoying, because you do see I had Psychic Terrain on Slowbro. Hopefully that won't ultimately get in the way as much as I think it will. It probably will. It very much probably will, but in general, I do still think we'll just have a decent time with spamming Iron Defense. You spam your plots, get through it, and you can just deal with that. Yeah, Arboliva is definitely the worst possible partner with this, for sure. Out of any of the randoms you could get, you still are able to win regardless. So it's it's not too bad. It's just okay. This goddamn Logan guy. He won't mess this up. No. Logan wouldn't do it to us. Logan, no. But yeah, we just spam our Iron Defense setup, get +6. +6 with Nasty Plot as well. And then you click Psychic Terrain to get the Stored Power. But let's see if it works, because I'm a bit scared about the Arboliva for sure. The Arboliva unironically kind of messes with this. I think any other AI partner is a bit better. Staraptor is also a little annoying because it's doing a little scanners, I think. But I think we'll be fine regardless. I did try this build a bit in advance. I'll say I didn't expect the partner AI to just give me Arboliva. Well, that's how it is. The first video we got 2 Intimidate Bonds, and now we're getting the one Pokemon that can just what I'm doing. Yeah, now I go for the Side Terrain. Hopefully Cinderace does not hit Arboliva. chill for a bit. Do not proc the Seed Sower, man. God damn it. One way to ruin the strat. The good thing about, even though it has Seed Sower, it's still like, doesn't beat us like this. In fact, we still beat it pretty handily. But yeah, even though I was talking about how Seed Sower is like pretty annoying, right? Still win. You do in fact still win, just because of with the grassy terrain recovery, the game goes by there, and you just kind of quick sword power endlessly. You'll always just have like a lot of damage, even through the shield. So it does show some like kind of consistency this build can get. Yeah, they reset, so I have to go through the setup again. Acrobatics will hurt this time. We'll be fine. Since we get through the first reset, you have a much better time in general. But yeah, I think this is a good video regardless, because it shows even if the setup has its worst nightmare against it, right? As you see, we had a partner, Oblivious, and they blocked my setup completely. And we had a Staraptor that did a bit too much damage. A bit too much damage. So this was like the worst possible scenario for this build. And we still have like a very, very dominant kind of showcase, right? You see how little these acrobatics do. I'm gonna set up all the way again. And this time there's it's a bit together. Set up again. I will actually have to go for healing. So yeah, easy. You got it. Okay. In general, my advice is don't get Oblivious as a partner. So you can have it go a bit easier than this. For sure, for sure. But we did. Well, it's not gonna be that easy. It's not gonna be that easy. It's not gonna be that. That's maybe the last of the time. Where's the burn? Yeah, I'm just gonna start clicking stored power now. I'm not gonna go for the full setup, as this was a bit of an awkward scenario. For sure. Yeah, stored power a few times. Yeah, we were a bit unlucky with this one for sure, but overall it's still this pretty solid for sure. I'll probably upload this anyways, just for fun. It's like Slowbro, but we got trolled by Oblivious. This guy, I think it's funny, and this is see like how you have to be kind of flexible with these, right? Like even this partner Pokemon can potentially just mess you up. Yeah, we do still just win this regardless. Yeah, Bob. There we go. There we go. Woo. Yeah, we finished that. Also, if you don't have a Life Orb, you can run a eject button. You can run a bunch of other items too. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. But yeah, that's another way we can go about soloing these. This way is a bit better in my opinion, as long as you don't get Oblivious, it's going to be like very fast as well. But yeah, I'll have another video where we just get a more consistent partner setup, so I can actually OHKO this Cinderace. That's all I want to do, man. That's all I want to do. That is like so sad. But yeah, that's it for this one. Later.